Hi everyone, it's Vicky here with another video featuring my new collection Secret Diary. Now I do have many projects planned for you to inspire you, and today I'm going to focus on the wooden shapes and I will share a tag. These wooden shapes give great dimension to your mixed media projects. So here we have the girl on the book, the girl on the moon, the typewriter, as well as the cat on top of the books, and these are 4 focal points which are great for mixed media tags. So I have a series of mixed media tags for you planned, and today we are starting with the girl on the book. But stay tuned for the other tags that I will be sharing. You can make your own tag out of cardboard. My dimensions here are about 4 by 5 and 3/4, and I will start coloring my base by using acrylic paints. So I'm starting with ivory and I'm going to add a touch of green so that the background doesn't look super flat, and both those acrylic colors are from my set of acrylic paints that match perfectly the colors of my collection. So I'm starting with a dry brush and I will slightly mix the colors. And I will show you the color that I am going for. So by mixing the colors that you get in the kit, you can get all those muted colors that you find on the pattern papers. And you can see this color here has a little bit of blue as well. So I'm going to bring in one of the blue acrylic paints from the set, and I'm just going to add little by little that color on my mix. So a little color theory here, just mix it up until you are happy, and then I'll just go ahead and apply it on my cardboard. Then I will go ahead on my palette and bring in just a little bit more of that blue in the mix, so that I get that color a little bit darkened, and I will apply it with my brush on top of what I already have. And I'm working wet on wet here, so it's going to slightly mix with what is underneath on my tag. And this is going to create some darker areas, different areas with other colors, so that the background doesn't look super flat. And of course, since you do have some extra paint on your palette, you can always dilute it with a little bit of water and add some splatters here and there. It kind of brings all the colors together. And I will add both the ivory as well as the bluish part. So let's have fun with stamping now, and this is the new stamp set that I designed. Absolutely love this one. I think this is a great addition to my previous generic stamp set for backgrounds, which was called Elements. That one is now discontinued, but if you didn't have a chance to get that one, then this is a great alternative. I am starting with the big block of text, but I'm not going to use a stamping block to stamp it on my tag because I don't want to get the whole rectangle of this stamp. I prefer to do it with my fingers so that I get a more organic look and not a perfect impression. And if you know me for a while, you probably know what's the next step on my mixed media project. I do need to use a stencil with some paste. So this is another product from my latest collection. This is the butterflies and flowers stencil. You do get some words as well as a beautiful delicate flower. I am going to use this one for this tag today. It is very delicate. One thing that you need to keep in mind is that if you use this stencil, make sure to wash it after using it with paste, because the lines are so delicate and thin that they will block if you leave the paste there. So I'm going to pick up some volume paste and I'm going to apply it there. And once I peel off the stencil, you will see the design is just lovely. Absolutely love the delicate lines. I will repeat the same stencil, the same design on another part of my tag. You can just rotate it, turn it around, just use any part that feels like it's pleasing to the eye. And I'm going to apply a little bit of volume paste up there as well. Now my volume paste is nice and thick. And of course, that's the reason why I love this product so much. It always gives you the perfect impression. It doesn't seep underneath the stencils. So I'm super happy with the background as it is now. Let's move on to the next step. And for that, I'm bringing in my paper pad. That's the 8x8 version. And I will fuzzy cut some elements from here. There are many elements that you can fuzzy cut. You will find many tickets, notes, tags, you will find flowers, leaves, etc. And the last page is always full of elements for you to fuzzy cut. However, I will start with this notebook. And you can see at the back, this is the design of our stencil, the stencil that I used. Anyway, I'm going to fuzzy cut this one. And then in the same pattern paper, you will find some printed textures that you can always tear off with your fingers to use them and make your composition look more interesting to the eye. I am looking for interesting parts to tear off that will give some visual texture on my composition. And then you have this page on your paper pad, which is going to give you lots of phrases, words, greetings that you can use on your projects. I did cut out the one that says Secret Diary, since I think it goes lovely with the girl who is sitting on top of her diary or her book. And then I do have that element that I fuzzy cut with the diary page and the poem on top. So I think it is perfect for that. In the collection you can find chipboard stickers that give you many of these phrases and even more that you cannot find in this pattern paper. But I'm focusing mainly on the paper pad today as well as the wooden chips, and I don't want to bring in even more projects into the mix of this project. So I am using this page now, trying to figure out which flowers would work great with this composition that I'm going for, and I'm just going to fuzzy cut some of those. Again, there are ephemeras and there are die cuts that you can use where you will find those flowers. So if you hate fuzzy cutting, just get those products. However, today I'm showing you how you can make this tag just by using the 8x8 paper pad and the wooden shapes. And then this is another page where you can cut apart elements. So I'm going to fuzzy cut the wings because I want to give my girls wings. One thing that I always like to do with my girls is either giving them wings or to add a flower on their head. I don't know why, but that idea always pops in my mind and I want to embellish them somehow. Anyway, I do have now all the elements ready and let's start putting the tag together. Now, just to make all my cutouts look as if they were cut out perfectly, I'm lightly inking up the edges to get rid of that white edge. Very lightly, I don't want to give an antique, a vintage look to my tag today. So, although I'm using my coffee dye ink, you will find that it goes only at the very edge. Now, since I need to have different layers on my composition, for some of the elements I will go and stick them down with glue. For others, I will use foam tape at the back, and I will even double up on foam tape so that I can have layers upon layers. So for the notebook, I went with glue at the bottom part, but at the top, since I want that to pop a little bit, I will just use a piece of foam tape at the back, but only at the top. Now, if you are wondering what I do with those tags, because I get this question a lot, these are mixed media tags that can be used as a card instead of a greeting card. There is always space to write your message at the back and you can hand it out along with your gift. Many of those, however, go up on my wall. I have a wall of tags and it's absolutely gorgeous seeing all my work that I have done all through the years. Now, also another way to use them is that you can stick a little magnet at the back and you can decorate your fridge. It's another fun way to use those tags. And if you do make mixed media tags and you have another idea on how it can be used, let me know in the comments. We would all love to read each other's ways to use those tags. So I'm going to stick down my phrase, and the phrase for today's tag is Secret Diary, a tribute to my new collection. I'm so excited, guys, with this collection. I absolutely love it. I love the designs, the color combination, how easy it is to work with and put things together. Anyway, it is my little baby. I am going to finish it off, of course, by adding splatters, and I will tie a little ribbon at the top. Actually, I will use burlap for the top. But before I say goodbye, I want to let you know that this collection is already in shops worldwide. There are some shops who already ordered, but their order hasn't arrived yet, but you will see it popping up on your favorite shops and wherever they stock Stamperia. You will find links down below where it is already available. And I want to thank you all so much for the comments and the love that I get for this collection. It really means a lot to me and I really appreciate your feedback. Remember, I will be sharing 3 more tags in this style using the other wooden shapes, so if you want to craft along with me, make sure to grab your wooden shapes because I will be sharing the next tag next week. I hope that you had fun, that you got inspired. Thank you all so much for joining me today and I'll see you all next time.